This video could have gone on forever, but I just wanted to talk about 5 random cars that sold fairly well for their class but either faded into obscurity for one reason or another, or just weren't given the opportunity to thrive in the United States. The first one being Dodge Nitro, model years 2007 through 2012. The Dodge Nitro was another recession-era mishap. Chrysler LLC, the parent company of Dodge at the time, released the Dodge Nitro, marketing it as Dodge's first compact SUV since the early 90s, and it was the brand's first modern Dodge to be sold in Europe. Unfortunately, like most Chrysler products, it quickly fell off the hype train. By 2009, the sales had dropped substantially, and Dodge decided to axe the Nitro by end of year 2011. One of the biggest issues with the Nitro is that it offered lackluster performance, even for an SUV. The 3.7-liter V6 that was most commonly produced for the Nitro was paired with a slush box of a 4-speed automatic. Many people complain about merging on the highway, and it certainly didn't help that Dodge had another SUV in that of the Journey that was within spitting distance in terms of pricing and objectively the better SUV, hence why it's still in production today. So if you ask me, the Nitro certainly won't be missed, and it'll just be another one of those forgotten cars. The second forgotten car would have to be the Suzuki Jimny, aka the Samurai to some of you guys, from 1970 through present. Not gonna lie, I had to credit Family Guy for this entry because I totally forgot that Suzuki made a Jeep Wrangler / Renegade competitor. Despite never being sold in the US, the Suzuki Jimny became somewhat of an iconic little off-roading SUV. Having sold nearly 3 million units worldwide over the decades, this little car is by no means unpopular. Still, many Americans in the off-roading community have voiced their desire to bring this Suzuki to the States. Despite all the love here in the States, Suzuki has yet to confirm whether or not they'll ever sell the Jimny here. Until then, most of us probably could go another day without ever thinking about this little guy. The third forgotten car would have to be the Chrysler Crossfire SRT6 Coupe, 2005 through 2006. Call me an uncultured swine, but I've only ever heard of the SRT4s, the 8s, and the 10s. But a 6? What the actual? And on the Crossfire of all cars? But listen, in my opinion, the Crossfire wasn't a bad looking car, plus it was still a 2-seater rear-wheel drive, fairly lightweight car. I mean, what's not to love about that? This one in particular, the SRT6, had a whopping 330 horsepower and 310 pound-foot of torque and weighed under 3,000 pounds. Unfortunately, like other Chrysler cars at the time, the recession was looming and sales were pretty slim. So Chrysler made the decision to discontinue this version of the car alongside the Mercedes-Benz partnership. If you've never heard of this car before, well, maybe consider looking into the SRT6. The fourth forgotten car on this list would have to be the Hyundai Scoop, 1990 through 1995. I'm sure some of you Hyundai fanboys knew of this car long before the Genesis Coupes or Velosters were a thing. The Scoop was a play on words between sporty and coupe, so it was affectionately named Scoop. This was Hyundai's first real attempt at, well, a sporty coupe, equipped with a 1.5-liter inline-4 producing 92 horsepower or 115 horsepower if you had the little Turbski, and it was paired with a 5-speed manual. This guy was the predecessor to the Tiburon. Even though this coupe got discontinued, its influence inspired Hyundai to continually perfect their front-engine, front-wheel drive 2-door sports car. And the fifth forgotten car of this list, Toyota Mark II. 1968 through 2004-ish. Alright, if you're an avid drift scene kind of car guy, you probably already heard of the Toyota Mark II. It was Toyota's first real attempt to rebrand themselves as more than just a small economy car manufacturer. This car featured a front-engine rear-wheel drive platform paired with a plethora of engines and transmissions throughout the years, most notably the 1JZ GTE. Lately, the Mark II has gained a cult following, and some people swear it's just as good as the Nissan Silvias. Maybe one day we'll come to fully appreciate the Mark II and all its glory. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below what other cars were once popular and or had a lot of promise, but then ended up fading away from our hearts and minds. Subscribe for more content just like this, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.